Hallo, Servus, Guten Abend, herzlich willkommen zum Dazzer Football Stand. Welcome to Dazzer's Football Stand. Heute Abend Spiel. Tonight's game is FC Augsburg gegen Bayer Leverkusen. A very warm welcome to everyone joining us tonight. It is Augsburg against Bayer Leverkusen in the Bundesliga. And this is, two teams that are currently in mid-table. But a win for them tonight could see them heading in towards a could see them heading towards a potential European push. Got a Deutsch flag, lol. It's not a flag, it's a scarf. Do you not know what a scarf is? It's a scarf. Not a flag, it's a scarf. I do have an England one. It's at the other side of the room. Actually, I say I'm only putting the white scarf for the game. So say if it's a Bayern one, obviously Sunday I'll have the Deutschland one, and obviously the Bayern one probably above or somewhere. If it's Manchester United or above or whatever, I'll have the England scarf and the correct scarf, because I've got flags for all the clubs. I've got a scarf, sorry. You got me saying flags now. Because I've got all the scarves for the clubs now, so there you go. Went to FCB, didn't come home with scarf. No, I did come home with the scarf. It's actually hung up there on the wall over there. But when Bayern won on Sunday, because I'm live for the Bayern game on Sunday afternoon, when Bayern are playing on Sunday and I'm live for that, you'll see the Bayern scarf along this wall. So there you go. That's just how I have it. A bit different to usual, but there you go. By the way, apologies if you see anything on the radiator in the background. They're called undercrackers, because for some reason our washing machine, the dryer doesn't, the spin dryer or whatever it is on the washing machine doesn't seem to want to work. So we're having issues with our spin dryer. So if you see anything in the background, apologies. Not much I can really do about that. I wouldn't care, they're not even mine. I don't even know who they are. They're not even mine. Unless I've changed sex. But no, I don't wear ladies' underpants. So, or ladies' knickers. I mean, I'm not gay. I'm not really haven't changed sex either. So, they're definitely not my underpants. That's what I can safely tell you. But a warm welcome to everyone, or to whoever's joined, the two of you that have joined so far. A warm welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for taking your time out to be with me tonight on this Friday evening. A Bundesliga game that, well, it normally lives up to expectations. It's normally a decent game whenever these two teams play. FC Augsburg, obviously a team in Bavaria. Always it's known as Bayern, so because it's classed actually as Bayern, because the area is classed as Bavaria, but in Germany it's Bayern or Bayernisch. That's why it's called that. But they are a Bavarian club. They're what Bayern Munich would call their Bavarian derby opponents. And they're up against Bayer Leverkusen today, who are currently sitting inside the top 10. They're currently 9th in the league. A win for them will take them further as they look to get into a European spot at the end of the season. It's match day number 19 of the season, of 34, so still a long way to go in this Bundesliga season. Augsburg, though, well, they weren't mid-table last I looked. They're actually currently 14th in a minute, and actually, well, I thought they were. Oh, unless I got confused with Mainz, didn't I? Because Bayern were playing Mainz for some reason. I thought Mainz were playing. So, no, actually, in honesty, Augsburg are actually struggling. If they lose tonight and the other teams below win, they could potentially go into the bottom 3 tomorrow. A win for them, though, takes them onto 21 points ahead of Hoffenheim in 13th place. A win for Leverkusen takes them onto 27 points ahead of Mönchengladbach into 8th place, and only 5 points off Eintracht Frankfurt, who have dropped down to 6th. The current top 6, though, is incredibly tight. It's 37 points for Bayern, 36 for Union, 35 for Leipzig, 34 for Dortmund and for Freiburg, and then Frankfurt on 32 points. So, very tight and a very interesting season as it stands. But I don't know whether that's Bayern have just been getting worse or whether the teams in the Bundesliga have actually been getting better. Because I'd say it's probably teams have been getting better, or it's probably both. Bayern have been playing poorly recently, and the other teams in the Bundesliga have actually been improving and have started to play a lot better this season. I'll get to the comments in a second. Oh. Excuse me, I'm just sweltering in here. I'll just shove this fan on. Why don't I shove the fan on? Because I can. Right. Let's shove the fan up from it, because it's warm in here. I have to say, it's very warm in here tonight. Right here. I'll give you the lineups in a couple of moments, a couple of minutes as well. But of course, first of all, do us a favour for starters, do drop us a like on the stream. That would be brilliant. Probably won't get many in the stream tonight, of course. Well, people this is the thing. People want neutral streams, but when I do neutral streams, people just don't watch it. So, what's the point of doing neutral streams if people won't watch it? You know, and it's always the people who want the neutral streams are always the ones that don't watch it. It's beyond me sometimes. It's absolutely ridiculous, but oh well, it is what it is. I'm hoping that it's an entertaining game, so that anyone who doesn't watch the stream, their loss. There you go. Anyways, welcome to the stream if you joined. Crazy Peter and Scotty B currently in the live chat at the moment. Scotty B putting 2 on Augsburg. Yeah, after he put 3-1 Bayern, because you put 3-1 Bayern, and Bayern are not playing tonight. They're not playing until Sunday, when they play against Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg on Sunday. That won't be an easy game either, because they're doing okay in the league. They're currently 7th, so it's an interesting season. There's no such thing as an easy game in this league now. Certainly with the form that some of the teams have got coming into the games against Bayern. FC Köln, Leipzig certainly showed that, didn't they? Eintracht Frankfurt as well. So, difficult season this season. It is a difficult season, but fingers crossed we can get ourselves over the line and onto 11th title. No intro, no I didn't. Already read that one. Where have you been hiding, famous man? Feels like a while. No, it was Monday when I did the last stream, but there's been no good games on to do. I wasn't available on Wednesday to do the United game, and to be honest, the United game was, I'm glad I didn't watch it, because apparently it's pretty crap anyway. Apart from like towards the end, Manchester United are playing Newcastle in the final on the 26th. That is a Sunday. Famous underpants now. A certain lady underwear now. No. They're not Mia's, trust me. They're certainly not Mia's, because Mia doesn't keep any clothes here. All of her clothes, I think, are at her house. Well, as far as I know, unless she has left any here, but it wouldn't surprise me. But nah, I don't think she's ever done that before. What have you been up to? Nout? Not really, not much, to be honest with you. Been a bit of a quieter week. Been sort of trying to get over the if you know the news that I put out on Tuesday, then you'll know. Yeah, bit of a not the greatest of situations, but here's what it is. It's been taking me. It's took me a few days to sort of get my brain around it and sort of realise what's going on. It took a few days to sort of get over the news, but at the same time, I still haven't really got over it, because now the thing is I don't know what's happening for me. I just have to wait for an appointment to see the spine surgeons now, so, and then we'll see where we go from there. And I'm hoping that they don't have to go down the surgical route for the problem. So yeah, tough to take. It was very tough news to take. I was having such a good start to the year, and then that's put a bit of a dampener on him. It's affected me dad. It's affected me mum and dad hugely, as well as me. It's affected me quite a lot. So it's not the greatest of situations, but you know what I'm like. I'm strong. I'm a strong guy. You know, I'll get over it. There you go. Famous daddy's not well as it is. No, he came home from Munich with a cold. Probably because it was like -1 and -2 every single day in Munich. We went to Salzburg as well at one point. Last Wednesday we went to Salzburg because Dad said he's always wanted to go and visit Salzburg. His mum and dad have been to Salzburg, but he's never been. So we got the München Bahnhof to Salzburg Bahnhof and Hauptbahnhof actually. So we got the train station. We got the train from Munich to Salzburg. It only cost €33 for the two of us. And that's about as much as that's how much it would have cost anyway, going out for a meal. Because if you've never been to Munich, it's bloody expensive. Average of about between €10 and €15 for a meal. For one person, that is. So it's very, very, very expensive. But, you know, I had a great time. I had a great time in Munich. But it's a brilliant place. Got to visit Marienplatz, which if you're a Bayern fan, you'll know exactly all about Marienplatz. That's where Bayern go and celebrate their success in the season. Obviously, if they don't win the Bundesliga, etc., then they won't be doing that. But they always, normally when they win the league, they have a celebration. There's always one day where where them and all the fans celebrate at the Wathaus in Marienplatz, and saw that. It was, you know, it's a nice place, really good place. You know, if you ever get a chance to go, then, you know, definitely visit Marienplatz. Very interesting part of the city. You also got the Olympia Park. Bloody hell, it's a long walk from the U-Bahn station to the Olympia Stadion. Very long walk. Did quite a lot of walking, and, you know, I mean, it was good. It was good. It was good, but also at the same time was very exhausting holiday. But, you know, we enjoyed it. As long as we enjoyed it, that's all that really matters, isn't it? But I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to get to Munich again, because it costs so much to do it in the first place. I don't know if we'll ever manage it again, but if we do, then, well, if we do, happy days. We'll see what happens. Anyway. They're showing the last minute scenes when Schalke fans, well, all the Schalke fans thought they'd won the Bundesliga, and Bayern denied them last minute with a goal at Hamburg. That was brilliant. That was I think that was the 90s, wasn't it? Something like the 90s, or was that the start of the 90s? I think that was the 90s actually. That was back then. But there you go. So yeah, tonight's game anyway. Back to the game. It's Augsburg against Leverkusen. 9th versus 14th. Augsburg struggling in the league at the moment, trying to stay clear of the bottom 3, or should I say the bottom 2, and the relegation playoff place. Leverkusen looking to leapfrog Mönchengladbach into 8th place and get closer towards a Europa League or Europa Conference League spot, which is currently occupied in 6th place by Eintracht Frankfurt. So, fairly big game for both teams actually. Leverkusen trying to get towards the top 6. Augsburg trying to stay clear of the bottom 3. So it's an important game for both of these teams. Get your predictions in. If anyone's in the stream, make sure you get involved in the chat. Also drop a like on the stream. That would be great as well. Let's get up to the usual 10, but I'm not getting me hopes up already. So there you go. We'll see what happens anyway. Excuse me. We'll see what happens and just go from there really. Rightio. Just 2 seconds. Right. Apologies if you hear any buzzing in the background. I have got the fan on at the moment because I am absolutely roasting in here. So if you hear any buzzing, apologies. But you know, it is what it is. Just to let you know, the last time Leverkusen played away at Augsburg, they won 4-1. Leverkusen won 4-1 last time these two teams met at Augsburg. The last 2 meetings though were at Leverkusen, which Augsburg won earlier on in the season, but obviously towards the end of last season got tonked 5-1 at Leverkusen. So again, it's a game that's always produced at least 3 goals normally. There's always at least 2 or 3 goals per game. The last time they had a 0-0 draw in this fixture was 2018. and that'll probably change tonight because this will probably be a 0-0 draw. But I'm going to go for 2-2 tonight. I think Augsburg were a decent side, and so a Leverkusen, both decent sides, but I think they're both in the wrong positions. And obviously tonight we'll see what these two teams are made of going head to head. Let's have a look at the starting lineups then for the two teams. And we'll be starting off with Bayer Leverkusen. Bayer Leverkusen spiel in Folgen ausstellen. En Nummer 1 Lukas Radetzky. Nummer 3 Piero Hincapié. Nummer 5 Mitchell Bakker. Nummer 6 Odilon Kosunu. Nummer 8 Robert Andrich. Nummer 12 Edmund Tapsoba. Nummer 19 Moussa Diaby. Nummer 21 Amin Adli. Nummer 23 Adam Hlosek. Die Nummer 25 Ezekiel Palacios. Und die Nummer 30 Jeremy Frimpong. Auswärtsspiels für Bayer Leverkusen: Karim Bellarabi, Karim Demirbay, Timothy Fosu-Mensah, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Sinkgraven, Jonathan Tah, Florian Wirtz, Noah Mbamba und Torwart Patrick Pence. Und die Cheftrainer Xavi Alonso. Hier ist die Aufstellung für FC Augsburg. In Tor Nummer 1 ist Raphael Giekewitz. Nummer 2 Robert Gumny. Nummer 3 Mads Pedersen. Nummer 6 Jeffrey Govelio. Nummer 7 Dion Bello. Nummer 10 Arne Meyer. Die Nummer 11 Merhim Berisha. Nummer 13 Elvis Rexbekas. Nummer 19 Felix Udokai. Und die Nummer 24 Fredrik Jansen. Und die letzte Spieler ist Nummer 27 Arne Engels. Auswärtsspiel für FC Augsburg. Torwart Thomas Kubek, Maximilian Bauer, Baumgartlinger, Caligiuri, Dosch, Mbuku, Bazzi Saruman Bazzi. Hang on. Noah Joel Saruman Bazzi. Okay. Aaron Zentner und last but not least Kelvin Yeboah. Chef's trainer Marson. Right. Yeah, cocked up on one or two of the names there, apologies. Couldn't get me tongue round that Saruman Bazzi. Couldn't get me tongue round it. That is the WWK Arena, home of FC Augsburg in Bavaria. That is the host stadium for today's game. So in goal, of course, they're just putting Augsburg's lineup on the screen. They are playing a 4-4-2 formation. Giekewicz is in goal. The back four of Pedersen, Udokai, Guvaleov and Gumny. In midfield is Jensen, Rex Barkaz, Engels and Meyer. Rexbekaz. But Rexbekai, I don't know how you pronounce his name. R-E-X-H. Okay. And up front is Berisha alongside Bello. And and Kubek, Baumgartlinger, Sauer and Bazzi, Caligiuri, Bauer, Dorsch and Buku all amongst the subs. For Bayer Leverkusen then, their goalkeeper is Lukas Radecki. They're playing a back three of Hincape, Tapsoba and Kosunu. In midfield for them, the midfield four is Baka and Frimpong as the two wing backs, with the two central midfielders of Palacios and Andrich. Ahead of them is Adli and Diaby playing as the wingers, with Hlosek in attack. Hlosek up front for Bayer Leverkusen. 3-4-3 formation for them. So it's important for the wing backs will have quite a part to play in tonight's game. Obviously, I think when they defend, the wing backs will push back, and I think maybe the two wingers that are playing up front will push back as well to create a 5-4-1 formation. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there, because obviously Bayer Leverkusen do have a habit of conceding goals. They've been conceding quite a few goals lately, but have started to pick up some decent results in the last couple of games. Get your predictions in. It should be an interesting game. I say not many in the stream tonight, but do us a favour though, if you are in the stream, and do click the like button, that would be marvellous. And I have got the first half kind of iron brew, so you know the drill by now. You drop us a like and we'll open the iron brew. I'll open the iron brew. I don't know, I say will. I'll open the iron brew. And a quick reminder, cannot show game footage tonight due to it being illegal. It is copyright reasons and you're not allowed to do it. It's the rules. A lot of injury issues I've noticed for both teams actually. Aaron Gies is out, Lunev is out, and Patrick Schick all out for Bayer Leverkusen. Patrick Schick is a big loss because he's a very, very good player for them. For Augsburg though, they're still missing Ruben Vargas. He got injured against Borussia Dortmund. He's been out injured for the last 2 games now with an ankle injury. Reece Oxford out with a back injury. Iago out with Achilles, so he'll be out for a long time, probably all season. Andre Hahn as well, who was one of the star players for Augsburg. For a lot of people watching the Bundesliga will know exactly who Andre Hahn was. I think he was one of their. He was well known for scoring for them. I don't think he scored that many goals, but he was a goal scoring midfielder for them. He was very, very good going forward. They're also missing at the moment Irving Cardona due to foot injury. Emedin Demirovic is suspended after receiving too many yellow cards. He received a yellow card against Augsburg in the last game. He will serve a suspension. And also finally for Augsburg, Tobias Strubel, one of their defenders, is still out injured. He's been out injured, I think, all season. He's not played any games whatsoever for Augsburg this season because he is out with knee injury, and it must have been, knee injury. It must be ACL or something, because if it's ACL, he's out for at least 7 or 8 months. So it must be ACL because he hasn't been in their team all season. So I can only assume it's an ACL injury, because normally knee injuries are normally about 3 or 4 months, but to be out the entire season, it had to be an ACL injury, doesn't it? So it has to be ACL. Anyway, welcome those who just tuned in. Kieran Hogarth, Sus Hogarth, welcome to the stream, Mr. Hogarth. And hello as well to Hamburger, aka Sam McNeil. I'm going to go 2-2. I do think Leverkusen might win, but it'd be nice to see a draw. It'd be nice to see an entertaining spectacle tonight. Scotty B has gone for 2-1 Augsburg, despite Leverkusen being the favourites tonight, given the positions. But Augsburg did win last time against Leverkusen. Kieran Hogarth is going 2-0 Leverkusen. Man down there, and he is in the Bayer Leverkusen und FC Augsburg. Real look. Alright. Players coming out onto the field now, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I've just done that. Any German fans out there? Hallo, Guten Abend, willkommen. Wie geht's? Ich bin Daryl Johnson. Es ist FC Augsburg gegen Bayer Leverkusen. Das heute Abend Spiel in der Bundesliga. Die 19. Spiel in die 2023 Saison. Xavi Alonso there. I think a lot of people remember from Real Madrid. Now manager of Bayer Leverkusen. Hey, I bet a lot of people didn't know that, eh? Hamburger 2 on Leverkusen. Just to let you know, is it going to come up saying who the referees are for tonight? Tonight's referees, the Schiedsrichter für das Spiel ist Marco Fritz. Marco Fritz ist die heute Schiedsrichter. Augsburg players clapping their fans. They get prepared for what will be a pretty big game for them. Tell you what, they've got a great support, haven't they? Loads of flags, loads of chanting. Obviously, before the players coming out, they were waving the scarves around. Obviously, the anthem was playing. German football, the atmosphere at the German football, so much different, and it's probably so much better than some of the atmospheres in English leagues. Certainly the Premier League is mostly a tourist league, isn't it? Time to get the game underway now. Augsburg are going to kick us off. Here we go, we're off. Augsburg kicking us off, going from left to right. Bayer Leverkusen going from right to left. Augsburg going towards the goal, where the Bayer Leverkusen fans will be. And you know what I like about the... I'll tell you what I like, and what's a lot different. You know, I'll tell you why I like German football, and obviously one thing that's different to the English league. When you go to a game, right, and obviously with a Bayern game as well, I notice this. You're the home team, right? You'd expect all the away fans to be in the away end. They've got... The Allianz Arena has 7... The away end in the Allianz Arena has 7,000. Holds 7,000 away supporters. So you have that, about 6,000, 7,000 away supporters. At the same time, you get loads of away supporters all amongst the home fans as well. There's like, you look around and you got all the Bayern fans, but then you got like 2 Cologne fans and 4 down the other end. You know, the home and away fans just sort of come together as one. They're sort of like, you know, they watch the game together. There's never really any fights unless it's like Dortmund or something, but you have opposition fans amongst the home spot, which I find interesting. Certainly not something you'd get away with in England, certainly with the police in England, and especially considering in England you just get absolutely battered if you did that. So, you know, I think it's more lenient really. The German, I think it's obviously more lenient, isn't it? In Germany, you're obviously allowed to do it in Germany, but in England you wouldn't get away with it. So it's one thing I've noticed, and I was like, that's interesting. So the opposition would score a goal, and you hear your fans like behind you cheering, fans around you cheering, and there's loads of Bayern fans around you, there's loads of Cologne fans amongst the Bayern fans. Very, very interesting, I have to say. I found that quite intriguing. It was good as well. I did speak to a few Cologne fans in the stadium, and you know, they were rather friendly actually. But they thought they were going to win against Bayern. I was like, they thought they were going to smash Bayern like 3 or 4-1. I was thinking, no, you'd be lucky if you get a result. But In fairness, they did nearly win against Bayern, only for that superb goal from Joshua Kimmich. One of the best goals I've seen all season. Magnificent goals. The tea tonight, yes, was a doner wrap. I had a doner wrap tonight. I haven't had one in ages, you know. I had some pork shoulder for dinner earlier on, but I haven't had a doner wrap in ages, actually. Big up Dazzer, hope you get things sorted out soon. Yeah, cheers, pal. If anyone who doesn't know, if you don't know, then follow me on Instagram. Go on Instagram, Dazzer's Football Stand on Instagram, and there's a post on there that you'll be able to find out what's going on. It's a medical issue to do with my back, and it's something that it's not that in a way it's serious, but at the same time it's not as serious as what it could be. So it's one of them things. I mean, I didn't particularly like receiving the news that I received, but you know, because it's my life that's getting affected. But it is what it is. Anyways, your predictions are closed. Then again, no one's really put any predictions in, so I don't see how it really matters. But there you go anyway. I was doing anyway. So drop us a like on screen, by the way. Yeah, you might notice one or two different sides to me on the stream because I'm not. See, I haven't really been myself this week with all that stuff. But oh well, 'tis what it is. Let's have a look then. So Augsburg come forward either in their usual red and white kit, and Leverkusen in their black away kit. That's nice work. He's actually kept it in play there, you know. Fair play to him, but that'll be a throw into Augsburg. I can't. Anyone else? By the way, if you're watching the game, if you want to watch the game, sorry, the game is on Sky Sports Football. Sky Sports Football is the channel to go and watch this game on. Also, at the same time, if you are watching the game, by the way, should be a good game. I have to say, although Augsburg's kit looks nice, doesn't it look like a deck chair? Makes them look like deck chairs, doesn't it? Like all the different colours on stripes and stuff. It's all stripy. It's an interesting kit. It's nice, but it's a very interesting kit, I have to say. Abseits, offside, Augsburg. That is Jensen getting caught offside there. That is, I think, the wrong decision because I don't think Jensen's actually offside. If he is offside, that's incredibly marginal. But I don't actually think it was offside there. I think that was the wrong call. Either way, whether he was onside or not, it came to nothing. So, I'm not going to really say anything. Augsburg 0, FC Bayer 0 for Leverkusen 0. 5 minutes into the game, or nearly 6 minutes into the game actually. And if you are tuned in, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. It's Augsburg against Bayer Leverkusen. It's the Bundesliga. Again, it's match day number 19 of the 2022-23 Bundesliga season. In what's turned out to be a very interesting season so far. There are 6 teams in the title race this season. So we've got a 6-horse race. Hopefully for Bayern's sake, they start picking up points and the teams around them start dropping off. Which is normally what happens because they bottle it. Certainly Dortmund always bottle it. But if you did miss the lineup, by the way, Gigovic is in goal for Augsburg. They're playing the back 4 of Pedersen, Udokai, Guvalev and Gumny. In midfield is Meyer, Engels, Rexbekai and Jensen. Up front is Berisha alongside Bellio. And for Leverkusen, they're playing a 3-4-3 formation. They're playing Hradecki in goal. The back 3 of Kusunu, Tapsoba and Tim Kapi. The 2 wing-backs are Frimpong and Bakker. 2 central midfielders, Andrich and Palacios. Behind the striker, Halosek, who is up front with his 2 wingers, Adli and Moussa Diaby. So 2 very strong lineups for the 2 sides here. But so far, Augsburg coming forward. They're having the better of the first couple of minutes. They haven't more the ball Leverkusen struggling to get out of the ball in half the minute. That's a great ball through. Oh, it's unlucky. It's good defending by Dazzer there. He's managing to clear the danger away. Backer's going to swing that forward. And that might find its way to Diaby. It has found its way to Diaby. He's managed to hold it off a defender. Plays across the face of goal. Ooh. And I tell you what, that could have been a goal. That could have been an own goal. It was the captain for FC Augsburg who managed to get a touch on that. It was Guvaleyov. He saw there was a play won at the far post, so he did the right thing, trying to kick the ball away from danger. He nearly kicked it into his own net. Corner 4 by Leverkusen. No, good start to the game. Swung into the penalty area, headed towards goal, and it's straight at Gikiewicz. And that is that's the first real opportunity of the game so far. Only 8.5 minutes in, but been an interesting start. Augsburg seeing a lot more of the ball, having more of the ball in the final third. But that's what Leverkusen can do though. Leverkusen sit back, and then once they get the ball, just play one long ball, and you got a player like Moussa Diaby who's got loads of pace. He's a quality player. A player like Moussa Diaby can easily wiggle past the defender, and he was the guy who created the chance that was just about cut out. Well, it was nearly put into his own net by Guvaleyov for FC Augsburg. So no goals, but Augsburg seeing a lot more of the ball in the first couple of minutes. Don't forget, of course, to join me again on Sunday afternoon. I'll be live for Bundesliga action as the champions FC Bayern München return, and they will be playing against Wolfsburg. They're playing Wolfsburg away from home. Not an easy away game, so I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't win that either. But I'm going to go confident. We beat Mainz 05 by 4-0 in the cup the other day, and they're actually, I mean, they're sort of they're like 11th in the league. They're not doing too great, but they're not that far from Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg are on the bad side, so it won't be an easy game. All the games, certainly in this month, are not going to be easy. It's a tough month for Bayern. They're playing Union in this month, as well as PSG, who will not be playing Kylian Mbappe, which I'm so pleased to say. Still doesn't mean we're going to win. I don't think we'll beat PSG, certainly with the way we've been playing recently. But we got a bit of a tough month coming up with fixtures. Wolfsburg on Sunday. Then they're playing against Bochum, who at the minute are 16th. Another team fighting for their lives. Realistically, it's a game Bayern should absolutely win. Then PSG away from home. Not too easy, but if we can get anything away from home, then we take that going into the home leg in the start of March. Then obviously away to Mönchengladbach, which is always a tough game because we always struggle at Mönchengladbach, and it's Jan Sommer against his former team as well. Then at home to Union Berlin and away to VfB Stuttgart. So against two teams that are struggling in the league and two teams that are on pretty decent form. Union, very, very good side. Mönchengladbach are getting up in towards the top 6 as well. So there's some tough games. Really is some tough games coming up. Obviously, don't forget the final games. Bayern have got some tough games to finish off. Hertha at home, realistically, a game that should win. Hertha are really, really struggling. Bremen starting to come up the table a little bit. That's away from home. Schalke should be a win at home. Then finishing off with Leipzig at home and FC Köln away from home. So the final two games are going to be pretty difficult. Hopefully for Bayern they can win the title before they even need to play them two games. Bayern v Dortmund, don't forget, is the 1st of April. That is April Fool's Day. That's on the 1st of April. And that's not televised. That's 2:30. I assume that'll change to 5:30. That'll soon change to 5:30 because it's always televised normally. And also Freiburg straight after. So difficult games, you know. So in March, Augsburg, who are not doing too badly, they're having more of the ball here at the minute. Leverkusen away, Dortmund at home, Freiburg away, Hoffenheim at home, tend to be a bit of a pain in the arse against us as well. Mainz away. There's some tough games, you know. No such thing as an easy game, certainly in this league at the minute, because with the way Bayern have been playing, it's just been, Bayern have just been pretty poor this season. So hopefully for Bayern's sake, they can start picking up some wins. Right to your then. So at the moment, the stats are 67% possession for FC Augsburg. I'm not going to lie, I thought it would be more than that. I would say about 80. I'd say it's about bloody 80% Augsburg in a minute, because they're absolutely dominating. Bundesliga football is awful, no one watches it. More entertaining than Chelsea v Fulham. Oh, I'd rather watch this than watch bloody Chelsea. No one wants to watch Chelsea at the minute, to die. The Bundesliga is quite entertaining. Quite entertaining. Some of the games in the Bundesliga this season have been entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen some of the women's football that's been more entertaining than the bloody Premier League. So, you know, I've seen women's games that have been more entertaining than the Prem. So, I'd rather be watching this than bloody Chelsea. Crikey. It certainly was Stuart Atwell as that referee on that game. Bloody hell. Ugh. You're watching the Chelsea match. Ugh. That's nice. Who were Chelsea even starting? Oh, Mudryk, the 70, 80 million player that's probably going to flop. And they're also playing Enzo. I would laugh if Enzo Fernandez flopped. 105 million. And I'm not going to lie, I don't think he'll be that good. Still in there? Oh, couldn't. Odds on Willian to score against his former team again. Probably rather high, actually. I'm glad I'm not a Chelsea fan. I'm to watch Chelsea in a minute. But, yeah. West Brom Coventry did look a decent game, but I don't think, even though that game did look okay, I don't think that game was televised tonight. No, it's not televised tonight. Otherwise, I probably would have done that one, actually, but oh well. It is what it is. I was looking at that game, but it's not televised tonight. So, there you go. That's why I'm not doing West Brom Coventry. Back at the Borough tomorrow, they take on Blackpool tomorrow, and Blackpool have one of the worst away records in the league, and we've got the 5th best home record in the league at the moment, so we should do okay against Blackpool. Also, Bundesliga games tomorrow as well. We've got Bochum against Hoffenheim, Dortmund Freiburg, massive game that. That's 4th versus 5th. Köln versus Leipzig, Frankfurt against Hertha, Mainz away to Union Berlin, Mönchengladbach at home to Schalke at 5:30. That should be a piece of pee for Mönchengladbach because Schalke are absolutely dire. Big game in League One as well. Liam Martin's going to this. Liam Martin's going to Hillsborough to watch Sheffield Red versus Plymouth as well. That's a big game. Big game in League One, that is. So some big games in a lot of the leagues tomorrow as well. Certainly in the Bundesliga, all the teams that are in the title race, apart from Bayern, are playing tomorrow. Scottish Premiership, Rangers are playing Ross County. Ross County are doing terribly. They should win that, Rangers. I mean, I don't know what's going on with Rangers, but they've fallen to pieces at the minute. Rennes versus Lille in League One. That's 5th versus 6th, so that looks like a decent game. Premier League as well. Everton Arsenal. Fingers crossed Everton can get a result against Arsenal. Please beat Arsenal, for goodness sake. That's one of Arsenal's game in hand, actually. Oh no, it's not. Sorry. Everton are doing terribly, but I hope Everton can bloody. Of all the teams, I hope Everton beat Arsenal. Please beat Arsenal. Brighton against Bournemouth, can just say 3 points to Brighton. That Bournemouth ain't going to stand a chance. No disrespect, mate, but your team's crap. So I can't see Brighton are on very, very good form. They're a very good side. They're 6th for the minute. I can't see. Given Bournemouth's form as well, I can't see Bournemouth getting anything from that. They'll get absolutely beaten. If they win, though, then I'll look an absolute idiot, but I can't see that happening. Villa against Leicester. That's not... that won't be straightforward, because they're both... They're not that far from each other. I mean, I'm about 10 points off each other, but... Villa will go in as the favourites. Leicester starting to pick up 1 or 2 results, but it's a bit of a struggle. If you just tuned in, 18 minutes in. Been an interesting game so far. Augsburg having way more of the ball at the minute. They had one big chance and just couldn't get the shot off in the end. It's been a game of very few opportunities. Not really, nothing really in the way of clear-cut opportunities, but Augsburg are passing the ball around nicely. Really, they're playing well actually with the ball. Some nice passes. That was a nice chip pass. Managed to get hold of that. Ow.
Apparently, congratulations to Germany, by the way, who just become world champions. Field hockey, fantastic. There in India, in Bhubaneswar. Here is DRP. Looks as though he might just swap flanks now, just mixing it up. And via Leverkusen.
So I'm just answering the message at the minute. Oh, I've just realised because I'm typing on my phone. It's on the table. I'm knocking the table. Well, I'm knocking the camera.
I think it's a big surprise that they've got 60% possession so far, because usually I think it's a team with the lowest
possession. Absolutely,
possession with 44% in all games so far.
Some of the passing, just some really nice passing. Am I still with me? Well, yes, I am. Had a tough 1 or 2 months, but it is what it is. So you can't expect to see. It's not, relationships aren't always going to be perfect, are they? So we've had some tough months. We've had good months. We've had bad months. But it is what it is. It is what it is. You get used to that. Come the 23rd of February, we'll have been together for 9 months. 9 months? 9, 10, 11, yeah. We'll have been together for 9 months, and then 23rd of May, we've been together for a year. So, isn't it unbelievable how fast time flies? Time flies fast, doesn't it? Try saying that when you're drunk. Doesn't time fly when you're enjoying yourself? I can't even believe it myself. It's been nearly 9 months, so no, it's unbelievable. Nice to see you, Daz. To see you, nice. Hello, Box. Good to see you, pal. Good to see you back in. United doing well at the moment, aren't they? By the way, if you haven't already done so, please do drop a like on the stream. That would be brilliant. Well, we're not even on... Well, we're nowhere near 10. So, we're trying to get to 10, but we're nowhere near that at the moment. I'm live at the moment if you want to come and tune in, mate. Cortinichinos. Good win for Munich the other day after drawing every game. Yeah, I mean, it was in the DFB Pokal. Mainz did cause 1 or 2 issues, but to be honest, it was pretty straightforward for Bayern. João Cancelo only took João Cancelo about 17 minutes to get his first goal involvement. Got an assist. He got an assist in like 17 minutes. So I was so surprised when I saw that João Cancelo was signed for Bayern. I was like, they've kept it quiet because I've got the Bayern app, like the official. I've got the official FC Bayern app. You can't really see it. I've got the official FC Bayern app on my phone, which tells me all sorts of stuff. Not once did it mention João Cancelo being rumoured. So not once did it mention João Cancelo. Not all of a sudden, Bayern have signed it, and I'm going, where's this come from? I thought it was fake news. I thought it was fake at first, and then all of a sudden I saw a video of João Cancelo at Bayern. I was like, they kept that quiet, didn't they? Because I've got Bayern on Twitter and all that, and they always put updates if Bayern are signing someone. Nothing whatsoever was put on about João Cancelo until like a few hours before he signed. It was unbelievable, actually. But it's a great signing. But I don't understand. I don't understand what happened. Because apparently there's been something going on between him and Pep Guardiola, which is daft. So City have lost one of their best players, really. Defensively, very, very good. Sommer, Cancelo, Blint, Solarindo. Blint was an interesting one. I didn't know what to make of the Daily Blint signing, because don't get me wrong, he's a good player, but is he the sort of player that's going to win Bayern the league? I don't know. We'll see what happens anyway. We can't really decide how good they're going to be after like one game. Sommer has had a very shaky start. He wasn't particularly brilliant against Leipzig. Against Köln, he was all over the shop. And against Frankfurt, he made some important saves. Wasn't outstanding. Then got a clean sheet against Mainz. So, Sommer's not had the greatest of seasons either, I don't think. I don't think he's had the greatest season. That's a decent attempt. What about Andrich with a shot from just outside the penalty area? I thought it was a decent attempt, actually. He's gone for a curler, but it's ended up... Took a deflection off one of the players' backsides and bounced straight to Gikovich. But a game of very few chances, but I say I've been quite impressed with Augsburg's passing, because they haven't been trying to rush anything. They've been patient, and obviously against a team like Leverkusen, who do tend to defend deeply and defend rather well, it's a bit of a difficult game. And Augsburg, considering going in as the underdogs, they went in, I think, 3-1. Leverkusen was something like 4 or 5, I think, or something like that. But anyway, is that not a foul? Oh, wow! I don't know what to make of that. Hinkamp. Well, to be honest, he's pulling him. He's pulling him back. There's no one got him. I mean, the referee's given a yellow card to Hinkamp for a dive, but I wouldn't have said that was a dive. There's contact, but I don't know. I wouldn't have said that was necessarily a dive. Didn't think it was a penalty, man, but I wouldn't have said it was a dive. I've seen. You never see people like Tom Daly booked for diving. Well, that's because he is a diver. That's an actual different sport. But never mind. You never see the likes of Mo Salah getting booked for diving. Ooh, that was a decent attempt from Moussa Diaby. About 25 yards out. He goes to the right hand side of the penalty and it goes in towards the centre. He hits the shot. Augsburg giving away possession. He hits the shot on the right and sort of up and over. It's a bit of a knuckleball shot really towards that towards the far corner. There's too much elevation on it. It goes over the bar. I have to say, really, Lucas Radetzky is not particularly brilliant with his kicking. I think he's just trying to rush it. I think he's rushing his kicks, just kicking it immediately. It's just going anywhere at the minute. Can't really say where half of his balls are going. Good to see Wirtz back. I don't think Florian Wirtz is playing. Florian Wirtz isn't playing. I think he's on the bench. Oh, I can't remember. I'll have a look. I don't think Florian Wirtz is playing. Yeah, Florian Wirtz is on the bench, pal. He's featured in Leverkusen's last couple of games actually. The game against Rangers, which they lost. That was a friendly. Sorry. He played against Bayer Leverkusen. Played against Borussia Mönchengladbach on the 22nd. He's been playing in all their games so far this in 2023. Oh, Diaby's just hit the post. He absolutely hit that with power, didn't he? Hit that with loads of power on the right foot. Bang! And he smashed it off the post. It's unlucky. Diaby, though, you got to admit, Diaby's a cracking player. Yeah, that's a great shot. That's a great shot. It's unlucky. Oh, it's unlucky. I'm pleased to see Sabitzer at Man United. Very impressive at Leipzig. He was at Bayern. This season, and I wasn't particularly impressed by him at Bayern. I think he struggled at Bayern. I don't think he didn't seem to perform that well on a lot of occasions. When he was at Leipzig, he's very good, and he joined Bayern. I think he came in, and I mean there was no way he was good enough to start every game. The likes of Musiala and Muller are just way better than him. But I think it's a decent replacement for Christian Eriksen. I say it's a bit as what I'd class as sort of a box to box. He can defend. He gets back in defence, and also is decent going forward. So I think it's a good replacement. But I wouldn't be, if I'm Erik ten Hag, I don't start Sabitzer in the next game. I bring him on off the bench. I wouldn't be starting him immediately. You know, you can't push players. Can't push players into games. So in my opinion, I would put him on the bench against Palace, and maybe in the second half introduce him, bring him on. That's a good chance. Oh, it's a decent shot. It's a decent shot, straight to the gloves of Radetzky. No problem for him. Good evening. That's good morning. Hello, Harry Doherty. You put any bets on tonight? I haven't. Yeah, if I'm Ten Hag, I don't start Sabitzer. I introduce him slowly, bring him on some point in the second half. I wouldn't start him from the off. I think tomorrow he'll start. I think it'll be Fred and Casemiro, and then I think he might bring Sabitzer on second half. Moussa Diaby was on the right hand side. He'd gone to left. He's playing in all sorts of different positions. But then again, he's a player who can play in any position. He's a very good player. Good player, technically gifted as well. And I think obviously it looks like the two wingers, because they're playing a 3-4-3 Leverkusen. It looks like the two wingers, Adli and Diaby, are switching wings on occasions. By the looks of it, something I've noticed. Jensen, who's playing at left mid for Augsburg, getting back in the penalty area to help him out. bit of a just a slight concern for the Augsburg player there. It's who is it? Well, that was the shot from Belleau, who's playing up front alongside Berisha tonight. 5 likes. Can we multiply that by 2 and get to 10? Would be good. We didn't get to. I don't think we got to 10 on the bloody FA Cup stream, which no, we're nowhere near that. That's a bit disappointing. Oh, I'm going to open the iPhone anyway. It's been sat here waiting. I forgot to open it. Anyway, here's the first half. Can up your nose. Post. Oh, go on. That's great from Bakker. He hasn't kept it in play. Up your nose. Aye. Well, Bakker's just gone down injured. He looks in a bit of pain, actually. Let's have a look. So he's... Ooh! Ow! Let's have a look here. So he crossed the ball in. He's out of play anyway, and he... Oh, he's... Ow! He collided... he's crashed into the advertising board. Ow! Yeah, that's a bit painful. So far 0-0. Leverkusen having the better of the game. Augsburg having a lot more of the possession. But when they're going forward, Leverkusen are actually standing their ground and doing quite well defensively. Leverkusen having quite a few opportunities. Mostly DRB with shots. He's already had a shot that was just too high, and a shot that hit the post. But so far, the only shots on target have both been... All the shots on target have just been straight at the keeper, really. Only one wheel shot for Augsburg. That was Belleau with the shot just near the edge of the penalty area. Hit it. It was straight to Wadecki. Leverkusen's shots on target have all been just straight at the keeper, really. So it's been a game of very few chances. But it's been interesting. So hopefully second half's interesting. I would move out of the way, Adley, because Marco Fritz is not a referee that you want to argue with. Marco Fritz is not a referee you want to argue with, mate. Ooh, dear me. Oh. Been a long week. It's been a long and tiring week. It looked like a good ball. Just, the army wasn't getting that. Referees brought it back for a foul. To free kick to Leverkusen. Bit of shirt pull in there as that ball was played through. And oh dear! Oh dear, he's going to get a yellow card as well, the player. Augsburg player getting booked for that. Trying to pull him back with the shirt. Let's have a look. He nearly pulls his shirt off. Definitely a yellow card, yeah. Definitely a yellow card, and that's first yellow card of the game for Augsburg, and it goes to Dion Belleau. If anyone's got a bet on cards, we've got 2 cards so far. A yellow card for Hincapié for diving, which I didn't think was a dive anyway, and a yellow card for Belleau now. So, 2 cards if you've got a bet on cards. If you've got a bet on corners at the minute, 1. So, you can basically say if you've got a bet on corners, you're not winning it. So there you go. Can I just say about it, happy birthday to Manchester United's manager Erik ten Hag, celebrating his 21st birthday again today. So herzlichen Glückwunsch. Alles gut zum Geburtstag to Erik ten Hag. Offside position there. That Barisha. He's done okay for them. He's done okay the last couple of games, hasn't he?
Their top scorer is sat on the sidelines. He's sat in the stands actually. In Demirovic, who's suspended, having picked up one too many yellow cards. Demirovic missing this trick. He hates being sat in the stands. He says he's just far too emotional.
Who's the top scorer? Who's the top scorer for them this season? Hey, Füllkrug's the top scorer in the Bundesliga. I didn't even know that. Who's top scorer for Augsburg? Demirovic, who is actually suspended. Diaby's top scorer for Leverkusen in the Bundesliga. Barisha is on 5. Frimpong's on 5 as well. I think Jeremy Frimpong is on the bench tonight. No, sorry, no, he's not. He's starting. That's Fosu-Mensah, sorry, I'm getting them mixed up. You got Frimpong and Diaby both playing top scorers for Leverkusen in the Bundesliga this season, and you've also got Barisha, who's one of the top scorers for Augsburg.
Last month he celebrated 2 years as a Bayer Leverkusen player.
39. Spielminuten. FC Augsburg gegen Bayern 04. 0-0. Gigovic on the ball. He took the ball to the edge of his own penalty area there. Diaby just couldn't get there ahead of the Augsburg defender. Who did really well, by the way. Other guy. I believe he's one of the German international players now, isn't he? Well, he was in the Germany team at one point, but he hasn't been in the Germany team for quite a while actually. I don't think Germany have Germany even got any international games this year? Because I don't think they do actually, because they won't be playing in the Euro qualifiers as they are hosts. They're hosts of the tournaments. They're hosting the tournament in 2024, so they won't be playing any. They won't be playing any qualification games. They're playing 2 international friendlies. On the 25th, they were at home to Peru, and then on the 28th, they're going to be at home to Belgium. That's not bad for a friendly, you know. That's not bad for a friendly. I think England have got a few games, haven't they? I think England won't have any friendlies. It'll be straight to European qualifications. Italy on the 23rd of March, Ukraine on the 26th of March, and then that's it until Malta and North Macedonia in June, and then September. Friendly international against Scotland. Is there such a thing as a friendly against Scotland when it's England? Don't think so. Chelsea 0, Fulham 0. Looks like a naff game there as well. Go on, Bakker. That was good from Bakker. Diaby there in support. He plays it to Tapsoba, who plays a lovely ball through. First touch took it away from him. Augsburg dealt with that pretty easily. This game is, whenever these two teams have met, there's not been a 0-0 draw since 2018. That'll probably change tonight. It's been 0-0 now, won't it? So there you go. The one time I do game is bloody 0-0 normally. So next stream will be Sunday. Wolfsburg against FC Bayern. Hoping for a win. I don't think Bayern have ever drawn 4 league games on the bounce.
They all want to play football and want to create some.
Bayern München. Sorry, one game.
But on the other hand, you have to say both sides defensively.
I see Augsburg fans jumping up and down.
Good organised. So
The atmosphere in Germany is a lot better and a lot different to the English atmospheres, actually.
it's been hard for the front lines.
Some great atmospheres in the Germany games.
Credit where it's due for Augsburg, the side that have faced more shots.
Quite a lot of friendlies have been taking place today. Dynamo Kiev won 5-1 in a friendly.
Restricting Bayer Leverkusen to
In La Liga, by the way, it's Atletico Bilbao 1, Cadiz 0. I've been to Cadiz, lovely place. Very small, but there you go. It's a very nice place. Very small, but it's nice. Diaby with a shot, and well,
Bit rushed, I think.
Gikovic managed to claim it at the second attempt.
I think
Pretty simple save for him in the end, but he only parried it in front of him in the first attempt and managed to get it in his gloves properly in the second attempt.
I wouldn't be surprised if
That's Demirovic there on the in the stand there. He's not playing today. He's serving a one-match ban, I believe, for 5 yellow cards, picking up far too many yellow cards. He picked up a yellow card in the last game, which I think was against Freiburg for Augsburg, and that's him suspended for tonight's game.
so bad.
Could have done with him as well because he's their top scorer at the minute of the season.
That's very nicely done. And so the final minutes of the 45.
Entire teams come forward. The only people that are actually staying back for Leverkusen is 2 of their centre backs are staying back, and that's about it. The other 8 are forward.
Red shirts back behind the ball.
The other 8 outfield players are forward. Oh, bye!
it seems like when Leverkusen's in the final third, just around the box, it seems like they're making the wrong decisions. A couple of times, Diaby took the wrong decision.
I think Xavi Alonso will be the happy of the 2 managers because Leverkusen are having good opportunities, having the better of the game. Started a bit slowly in the first 10 minutes, but Augsburg have not got very far. Nachspielzeit 1 Minuten. There'll be a minimum of 1 minute of added time. Brought to you by Double Johnson. That's Jeremy Frimpong. The second top scorer for Leverkusen in the Bundesliga. That's nice. Here's Frimpong. This is an opportunity. Lay it off. There's a shot. Oh, bye!
Andrich was just a yard too far and up front, and the ball wasn't accurate enough to go first time. And finally,
Brought to you by Double Johnson. I want to hear the bye. Gotta love the bye. And that's half time.
Well, Mr. Diaby coming to close this, he's smashing the post for Bayer Leverkusen, but you can see through the ex-goals.
Oh, God. Right, well, it's half time, and looking at the XG, 0.07 to 0.3. So, 0-0 to half time, according to the XGs, is actually correct. I mean, Leverkusen could have been 1-0 up, to be honest. They've had some decent chances, but they just haven't been clinical with them. Musa Diaby's having a good game for them. 8 shots to 1 in Leverkusen's favour. Very tight first half, but no goals to show for Leverkusen's efforts. I'm going to turn on to what will probably be a boring game at Chelsea while it's half time, and then we'll go back to Augsburg in about 10 minutes. So if you're just tuning in now, it's half time. It's 0-0 between Augsburg and Bayer Leverkusen, and I'm now just watching the Chelsea versus Fulham game just for about till about the 30th minute, and then should be time to go back onto the Augsburg match. So not a bad game. Not been too bad. I know the scoreline and the stats, don't favour. Obviously, eight shots to Leverkusen. Don't forget, Leverkusen hit the post, and a lot of the shots on target. I mean, they've made Gigovic work, but a lot of the saves that Gigovic has had to make, a lot of them been straight at him. So really, I mean, the Leverkusen keeper might as well have been sat on a deck chair for most of that first half, because he only got tested once, and that was that shot from outside the box. It was just straight at him. Like, both teams have had chances here and there, but Augsburg just haven't been able to get the shots off when they've had the chances. And Leverkusen will be going, and obviously is the favourites in second half. They're better at the game, but they just can't find that goal that gives them the lead, because they're just not being clinical at the moment. Diaby's playing incredibly well. He's a very, very, very good player. He's been having shots here when he's been creating opportunities. He hit the post as well. So Diaby's a quality player, very quality player, and you can see why he's a top scorer in the league, because he's very good. He's very good in front of goal, but just tonight Leverkusen have had quite a few chances, quite a few shots, but just haven't been clinical enough. That was a cracking chance, that's for Havertz, and he wasted it. It was offside anyway. It's a good save. He's offside though. Robert Leno in goal for Leno's in goal for Fulham. That was an interesting signing, that Bernd Leno being signed for Fulham. That was I thought that was a bit of a strange signing, but very good signing for them. But I wasn't expecting the team like Fulham to get him. So there you go. Oh, the win. Wade. Go on, Fulham. Go on, Fulham. If Fulham beat Chelsea, that'll be hilarious. I think they've already beat Liverpool this season. That'd be brilliant. But they couldn't beat United, could they? Bye. That's Willian saying bye-bye. Oh, what was that for a pass? What numbers is Enzo Fernandez, by the way? If anyone's watching the Chelsea game, what number's Enzo? Number 5. That looks good. Go on. If you just joined, I'm watching the Chelsea game at the moment because it's half time in the Augsburg game. So not been a bad game, but could be better. Hopefully we'll see at least a goal or two in the second half, because it's a game that needs goals. It's missing a goal at least, this game. And I think Leverkusen will score first. They've been a better side, but they just couldn't finish their chances. Yellow card. Ouch. Is it just me, or is Chelsea's ground a library? It's so quiet. Mitrovic has just been given a card. Chelsea's ground is a library tonight. This is what I say, the German atmosphere is bloody better than the English atmosphere. God. Dear Lord. If you just joined, I'm watching the Chelsea game at the minute because it's half time in the game between Augsburg and Leverkusen. 0-0 at the minute. Leverkusen having a better the first half. Just can't find that finishing touch. Good opportunities. CS is still playing for them. Corner Chelsea then. Chelsea corner. If you've been watching either the Leverkusen game or been watching the Chelsea game, let me know your thoughts on the game so far. You are crap, Chelsea. You are crap. You are crap, Chelsea. You are crap. Oh, Chelsea, you are crap. Oh, what a shame. Offside. There he is, Graham Potter. Not as good as Harry Potter. That's what I will say. Just currently watching the Chelsea game if you just tuned in, by the way, because it's half time in the Leverkusen game. So I've turned on to Chelsea for a few minutes. I'll be going back on to the Leverkusen game very shortly. Shoot. Oh, what a save. Oh. Fucking save. Pereira as well. Interesting to see how he does as well for the FC United player. Yeah, if you just tuned in, 0-0 in the game between Leverkusen, Augsburg and Leverkusen. Not been a particularly bad game, but just Leverkusen have had chances and have had nothing to show for it really. That was a nice flick. It went to no one though. Are we nearly back on the game? Oh, this is they're showing some crap. I don't know what the hell they're showing. It was a good shot from Pereira, you know. He's a good player, isn't he, Andres Pereira, at the minute? Good young player. What's that? It's called a live stream. Apologies, I'm still I've been struggling with bloody cold or whatever it is for the last couple of bloody weeks. It just doesn't really go. A lot of it's been mostly me coughing all the time, but it just doesn't whatever this is, whatever's going on, just doesn't want to go anytime soon. Are you finished? No. No. Are you finished? No. No. Considering I'm still on the stream, then no, I'm not finished. Oh, so that's Enzo. Give it another 2 minutes and then I'll turn back on to actually I'll give it to the 30th minute and then we'll go back to the Augsburg game because this should be at the end of half time by the time we get up to there. By the time we get on to there should be about to start second half. I want to be in all that. you know, I'll turn back onto the
See that big gap.
I'll turn back onto the Leverkusen game because that Chelsea game boring as. So they're just showing the Bundesliga table at the moment and how it stands. So as it stands at the minute, I was trying to put the scoreboard on, but I pressed on the wrong button. I pressed the wrong one. That wasn't meant to happen. Don't you love it when things go wrong on a live stream? Right, where was I? Yeah, as I was saying, they're showing the Bundesliga table on here, and I'll just go through the Bundesliga table in a minute, because it's very interesting this season at the moment. They're, as it stands, Leverkusen with this draw will remain 9th on 25 points, but obviously goal difference will be separating them and Mönchengladbach. As this table stands still, Bayern currently on 37 points. Union on 36 points. Bayern have a superior goal difference compared to everyone below. They're on 36. The next team has got 15 goal difference, and that's Leipzig. So 37 for Bayern, 36 for Union, 35 for RB Leipzig, 34 for Dortmund and Freiburg. Eintracht Frankfurt taking that 6th spot at the moment on 32 points. Wolfsburg currently 7th on 29. Then behind them, they've got Mönchengladbach and Leverkusen as it stands, all on 25 points. And Augsburg remaining still in 14th position. Players should be coming out very soon for the second half because it's it'll be 9:30 in Germany now. It's 8:30 here. It'll be 9:30 in Germany. And there was only 1 minute of added time. So really the game should, well, they should be starting the second half very, very soon. Players should be coming out soon. It's a nice stadium actually, you know, it's a decent stadium, the WWK Arena. And that stands mostly, I think that stand is, a lot of it's all standing, isn't it, that stand? I think that's like an all standing area. Bayern has an all standing stand. And that's where the Südkurve are, because the Südkurve has like 9,000, there's 9,000 all packed in there, and they're all stood up and constantly chanting. So that's why it's an all standing stand. That is. Try saying that when you're drunk, an all standing stand. Try saying that when you're not drunk. Actually, would be a good idea. So, oh, lovely weather. Beautiful weather in Bavaria. It's peeing down at Augsburg. Lovely weather. And I did say the game be starting very, very soon. Well, second half be starting soon because the players are coming back out now, along with Marco Fritz. So second half will be getting underway very, very soon.
It's a new match day in a new month. It's underway here in Bavaria.
So the Augsburg players are out. Leverkusen players gonna follow them out now. So 0-0 at half time. Both teams having a fair share of the ball. Leverkusen dominating with regards to chances and attempts. But Leverkusen, despite having loads of efforts at goal, have nothing to show for it. So we'll see what happens here as we go into the second half at 0-0. Excuse me. Marco Fritz will get the second half underway. Here we go. And that whistle does mean it's time for the second half to get underway. And that's Leverkusen going from left to right towards where the away fans are. And Augsburg going from right to left towards where their ultras are standing and singing. That's all they did throughout the first half. Great, brilliant fans, brilliant fans. So Leverkusen had the better of the first half, but couldn't find that goal to give them the lead. How will they do in the second half? Well, we're going to find out. Well, they're already coming forward at the start of this half. Shot. Ooh. Well, Diaby with the end shot there, hitting it from just outside the penalty area. And it was well saved. That was a, I don't know if that was a cross. I think it was a cross actually, but it was punched by the goalkeeper Gikovic, and then the shot from Diaby. Hit with power. It was pretty easy for Gikovic in goal. Augsburg coming forward. By Leverkusen, we gaining possession in their own third. Good ball to the right hand side. Musa Diaby on the ball now. I still want to keep that scarf in there. Ole, ole.
Defeat against Borussia Dortmund recently for Bayer Leverkusen. First since the end of October.
He could have played it through then, making a run, and didn't even look, did he? Overlap, overlap. He's going to go himself. Oh. Yeah, went alone, didn't he, Jensen there? Good try, but there's nowhere near enough power on that shot. It was a daisy cutter. Just didn't have enough power on that to... Does he get it? Does he go? How does he get it through? Gets it through the defender's leg, actually. He hits the shot through the defender's leg. So it's not always that easy, but it's a daisy cutter, not hit with not much power on it, so pretty easy in the end for Lucas Wadecki. Oh, that was a... Oh, that was a terrible ball. Terrible ball. Frimpong's just racing straight past him and he's still got it. Shot blocked. It's Palacios to the right. We're going to play to the right there. Frimpong's getting pulled back, ref. It's a foul, ref. He's getting pulled back. Ball went out of play. In fairness, it should have been a free kick, that, because... Ah, it's well out of play, but it should have been a free kick anyway before that, because Frimpong was getting pulled back as he's trying to get the ball. The referee didn't see anything wrong there, so no foul was given. Decent start of the second half. Both teams having at least one shot in the first 4 minutes.
To earn the 3 points after going in scoreless with a break in their last home game.
Oh, that's a mistake. It's in there. Oh, I thought it was gonna come to something. Good try. Bavish is trying to get onto that, but at the minute it's just a battle for the ball in the end of the minute. Well, ref's given a free kick for foul there. On, is it Hincampe? It's Palacios. There was that much going on. I didn't really see what happened.
It's an elbow, it's out. It's a foul. I didn't really see it.
Elbow. Gosh, that was really poor from Leverkusen though, John. Couldn't get the ball clear. Well, it was just constantly up in the air every 5 seconds in the same part. No one could get a touch onto it or anything. It was ridiculous. It was like what was it? It was a bit like
It's been an encouraging start.
a bit like what was it?
That's the vast majority of the first half.
It's a bit like a yo-yo. It's constantly up and down and up and down. But no one could get a touch onto the ball. It was
Yes, it's a good start.
a bit ridiculous.
Still think especially Augsburg had the chances from the mistakes of Leverkusen, sloppy mistakes, dangerous passes.
Diaby. Defensive work this time. His handful of assists this season as well. Didn't go to the World Cup. He looks fast and fit. Mr. Diaby.
Chelsea is still 0-0. West Brom are leading Coventry. And that's against... Doesn't surprise me. West Brom are coming up the table at the moment. They were in the bottom three and now they've come into fifth now. They're in the top six of the stands, which means they're closing the gap on Borough. But a win for Borough tomorrow. And if Sheffield United lose, then Borough close the gap to 9 points. So it's all looking good at the minute.
Yeah, I think he was a bit disappointed as well.
2-1 Athletic Bilbao against Cadiz, by the way. Anyone interested in the Spanish La Liga at the minute? 1-0 West Brom in the EFL Championship. Chelsea drawing 0-0 against Fulham in the Premier League after about 30 odd minutes.
Did absolutely everything he could have done.
Yeah, he can look in the
Go on, Slaphead.
had to. It's just unlucky.
The Augsburg manager just applauding these players and trying to keep the spirits up. Augsburg have done okay to start the second half. They're putting quite a bit of pressure on the Leverkusen back line. Leverkusen are causing one or two problems for themselves, actually. Making errors. No error in that, though. That's a great pass. Oh, that wasn't a good pass, though. I'm saying that's a great pass, and then that's a terrible pass. That's a nice pass. You can chip that through to the right. That's nice. He needs support. He's got no support. Oh! He still managed to play it into the box, and then I don't think the Leverkusen defender, I think it was Tapsoba, I don't think he really knew what to do there. His first touch actually took it out for a corner. I don't think he actually meant that. I don't know what he was intending on doing. Either way, I don't know what happened. It was poor. Unless his foot slipped or something, because don't get to see it's raining currently in Augsburg. It's raining in Bavaria. That's a header from the corner. Well, alright, decent corner towards far post, but Udokai his header just sends it well over the bar. If he gets his head underneath, it's a pretty poor header.
Five in the Bundesliga now. 2 months out earlier in the season with injury.
Who's that? Is that Florian Wirtz?
Put through his paces.
Florian Wirtz. I thought it was. Florian Wirtz getting warmed up there for Leverkusen.
That's the ultimate question.
Back from it, I think
Be a difference maker.
he's played the last 2 or 3 games for Leverkusen after coming back from injury. Don't forget. He hasn't played a full game yet, but can you understand? I mean, you can't really criticise that. I mean, you can understand why, because only just come back from injury. You don't want to rush him in and risk him aggravating an injury, because I could see him being out. Aggravating injury, and it could end up being an injury that could see him out for a long time. That's a good shot. Oh, good save. Well, this second half's just got interesting. 10 minutes nearly into the second half. Augsburg are playing well. Leverkusen are having chances as well. Both teams, it's end to end a minute. Great. This is a good start, second half. It's a good shot. Really is a good shot from Bellio. Just outside the penalty area. It's about 22 yards. And he hits it with power towards Lucas Radecki's near post. And Radecki does well. He saves it well, gets down low, punches it clear for a corner. Are you going to the bowl game tomorrow? Yes, I am. Me and Dad will be there, hopefully. Oh, that's a goal! Tough for Augsburg! 1-0 FC Augsburg. 1-0 Augsburg. It's a brilliant goal. Corner comes in from the right-hand side. And it's a brilliant header. 1-0 Augsburg. And given the start of the second half, it's no more than they've deserved. They've deserved it in the second half. They've played really well from like the first minute to now. And they have the lead. Sechs vom Spielminuten-Tor für FC Augsburg. Torschütze Nummer 11. Berischer. Neuer Spielstand FC Augsburg gegen Bayer Leverkusen 1-0. Goal for Augsburg scored in the 56th minute from number 11. Berischer. Poor man marking, mind. It's a free header, but it's a brilliant corner and a great header. That's a big goal for Augsburg as well, that is. Way! What actually happened? What actually happened? Oh dear. What happened here? One of the Leverkusen players tries to what does he actually do here? Who is it? Is it? It's a Palacios, is it? Is it Palacios or is it in camp? Who's it? Who was that? I'm trying to work out who that is. Yeah, it's Palacios. The referee's in the way and he accidentally chips the referee over. I love that. Don't you love when the referee gets knocked over? It's brilliant. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's a foul. That's a foul. Oh, Leverkusen player Palacios trying to is running towards the ball. But the referee gets in the way. He tries to go around the referee and accidentally trips the referee over instead. That's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. Oh, that's made my day. That really has. Oh man. Hey dear me. That's funny. That is funny. That. Oh. I love it. I love it when stuff like that happens. I love it when the referees get knocked over. It's absolutely hilarious. Oh, yellow card.
Don't think he had to scream that loud. Boys is open foot, so yeah, you can give a booking here. Fully.
Yellow card for Augsburg. It is a booking, to be honest with you. He does take it. It is a foul. It's Arne Meyer getting booked there for FC Augsburg. I can't believe that happened. I can't believe that happened. There's going to be subs coming on in the moment. I would assume. I think it's for Bayer Leverkusen. I've just heard the name Demirbay, so that's Demirbay is going to be coming on. Sorry, by the looks of it. Oh dear, and that's a yellow card now for Adley. Was a foul, definitely yellow. Let's have a look at the. Just have a look at it again here. Oh, it's late. It's late. Watch his go after more. I mean, I'd like to say 4-1. Akpam scores hat-trick. Archie gets one doing it. I'd like to see. I'll tell you who I would like to see score. I'd like to see Cameron Archer, and I'd like to possibly see Aaron Ramsey play as well. I'm going to go 3-1. I don't see why we can't beat Blackpool, to be honest with you. With a form way one. Akpom will score again, personally. I'm going to go 3-1 now. To be honest with you, mate, As long as they get 3 points, I'm not really that bothered. So, Mamsy's injured, mate. So we've signed a player who's injured. Oh, brilliant. Oh, oh well. Never mind. Anyhow then. Anyway, I still think we'll win 3-1, I think. Has I stayed in? Could have sworn that was out of play. Famous Daddy with Evelyn. Huh? Who the hell's that? Dan Barlaser isn't though. Good. Dan Barlaser's. I think Dan Barlaser might be a decent signing, but we'll see what happens. See if he even plays. Oh, right. 23, 27, 6, 4. 23. In die 61. Spielminute Doppelwäsche beim Bayer Leverkusen für die Nummer 23 Adam Losek spielt die Nummer 27 Florian Wirtz. Und für die Nummer 6 Odilon Kosunu spielt die Nummer 10 Kerem Demirbay. Double substitution with Bayer Leverkusen replacing number 6 Odilon Kosunu and number 23 Adam Losek. Is number 10 Karim Demirbay and number 27 Florian Wirtz. Substitutions made in the 61st minute. Substitutions brought to you by Double Johnson as well. First subs made, and it was a double for Bayer Leverkusen. Augsburg not making a sub as of yet. Daddy Johnson, where is he? He was in the bath earlier, but he was in the bath about 4 o'clock. He'll be downstairs probably watching the telly. How's the studio work going? What do you mean studio work? Oh, have I got like everything like? I've got the room. The room's all sorted anyway, so there you go. Knew it. Always in his bath. Well, when we were in Munich, they didn't have a bath. It was only a shower they had in the hotel in Munich, so he hasn't. You know. You had to go through about 5 days without you said it's under work still. Oh no! Do you mean like trying to get all my stuff and everything back in? I've still got the on-air sign is in here, but I don't know where I can put it. So I don't want to put it here, like right next to it, because I have a habit of. I have a bad habit of accidentally elbowing the wall or something, and I don't want to elbow it and smash it, you know. So I don't know where I can really put it. Oh, it's still in there for Augsburg. It's a chance 2-0 blocked. It's a good block. Good defending. Frimpong will get that away for Leverkusen. Augsburg are playing really well second half. Certainly come out. I don't know what's been said at half time, but they've certainly played a lot better this half. Famous Toddy has little rubber ducks in these bath, the yellow ones. I think he used to. But I don't think he does anymore. No, he doesn't anymore. He used to, I think. But no, he doesn't anymore. Yeah, well, we just had showers. you know. I mean, we both he found it a little bit difficult, but there you go. Is your sleeping time any good? You sleep still at midnight and wake up at 9. I go to bed at midnight. I go to bed about midnight, and I just get up whenever. I mean, the only time I ever get up at about like sort of 9 o'clock. I only ever get up at like 9 or 10, like 9, like, you know, like 9, half 9. I only get up at that time if I know I'm going somewhere. I'll only get up early if I know I'm going somewhere. If I'm not going anywhere till like the afternoon or something, then I don't. Then I get up whenever. Got up at 11:15 today. Wasn't half 10? Half 10 it was. What's the ref giving a free kick for Leverkusen? Is it? Frimpong. Ah. He's not going to book him for that. He's not going to book him. What was for T-Daz? You'll be pleased to know a Donovan. I haven't had one in ages. I haven't had one for a while. So obviously I've been in Munich, haven't I? So first one I've had, I think about 2 weeks probably. But quick reminder, don't forget to join me on Sunday afternoon for Bayern. They take on Wolfsburg away from home on Sunday. Did you have them in Deutsch? No, I couldn't find any German. Doner kebabs or anything in Munich. But to be honest with you, with that busy exploring, we didn't really get a chance to have that much food. So there you go. Chelsea are not even winning against Fulham. Oh dear. No, I'll tell you, this is true as well. And you might think I'm chatting crap here, but what I'm going to say, right? This is 100% true. In Munich, right, when I was looking to try and find food restaurants and stuff, the only restaurants that were coming up were Italians. The only restaurants he had in Munich, Italian, Japanese, Indian, I think, Italian. There was one Bavarian, but it was miles away from where we were. Oh, he whisked that, didn't he, Gikovic? They were all Italian restaurants. Did we eat out every night? Majority of the time, yeah. Well, obviously not when I was at the Allianz, no, because I was at the Allianz Arena one night, so. But for a lot of the night, yeah. Food was nice. The food we had was nice, but my only problem was it was all bloody Italian restaurants. And I like Italian restaurants, but having Italian restaurants like the only place nearby, ridiculous, really. Did you get a life of Ando? No. Can't remember what a life of Ando is now.
And there was space, and the ball came spot on as well. Great delivery.
Just the 9th time that they have scored at home this season. They could not believe his luck.
Can't remember what a life of Ando is now. Life of Ando. Oh, life of Ando. That's yeah, takeaway. Sorry, you mean takeaway service? No. And I'll tell you why. So, because where we were, Live Rando's takeaway delivery service, isn't it? Takeaway delivery service. No, because where we were in a part of Munich called. Where we were in Munich, we were in Brudemühlstraße. There was an U-Bahn station this year on the same road as the hotel. So we were at Brudemühlstraße, which is like just sort of, Oh, I should remember now. It was, what was it? Potchefstroom. Oh, I should remember what the British stations was now.
Here comes Belleau. Waiting for the support to
It was
arrive.
Potchefstroom, and it was.
Yeah, and there's no need to rush it.
Oh, I should remember because we were on the U3 quite a lot of times. I can't remember what the what was the U-Bahn station map again?
So quickly. He's aimed towards him here.
I can't remember what the bloody map is. There was
The fact that Augsburg has sent
Budemühlstrasse, which is where we were. That could be 2-0. Oh, his first touches took it away from him.
What a Berisha. It could have been his moment again.
We were on the U3, what was it? Implerstrasse. So we were Budemühlstrasse, and it was not far from Implerstrasse. Then we had Potchefstroom, Goetheplatz, and then Marienplatz. But nowhere, not one place would deliver to Budemühlstrasse for some silly reason. I don't know why. So there you go. You'll be happy to know we got a large pizza deal tonight. That's nice.
Niklas Dorsch is also coming on here for the final
24
minutes or so.
45.
Where is Yubara?
Why did a famous daddy walk around with a walk stick? Oh, he does now because of his knees.
To the Bundesliga. Rex Bekai goes off and Dorsch back on. Good to see him back.
13.
Getting valuable minutes under his belt after his injury.
13.
Metatarsal fractures. All season.
Oh, he does sometimes. Sometimes he does, and sometimes he doesn't. Depends how he's feeling.
Really good.
Gumney's been booked as well. 72 Minuten spielen Doppelwäsche beim FC Augsburg. Für die Nummer 13 Elvis Rejkebe. Elvis Rexbekai. Und die Nummer 24 Friedrich Jensen. Neu dabei die Nummer 30 Niklas Dorsch und die Nummer 45 Kelvin Yeboah. Unfortunately, there was no room. The hotel we were in, which was a Leonardo hotel, didn't have any rooms with a bath. It was all showers. So, there you go. Double substitution in the 72nd minute for FC Augsburg, replacing number 13 Elvis Rejkebe and number 24 Friedrich Jensen is number 13 Niklas Dorsch and number 45 Kelvin Yeboah. Substitutions brought to you by Double Johnson. 2 subs for them and 2 subs for Leverkusen. So who's going to make their 3rd sub? Was that a foul on Adley? So. Whoa.
Yeah, I was just about to say it's not a penalty. He knows it exactly as well.
Oh, that's not a pen. Tried for it. But you're on the yellow card. You can't be trying to start fighting with Kikovic. Did you go Little or Aldi? No, I couldn't find one.
The aggression Adley has shown here, that's what he has to show when he's against.
What was the point? We were in a hotel. We couldn't cook anything, could we?
Against the ball to win the ball back.
I had some Frankfurters whilst I was in Germany, though, so that was nice. When you go back to Germany, I don't think. My dad doesn't think we'll be able to afford it again, personally. Because they don't have they don't have a bloody kitchen in the hotel room. You don't have a kitchen in the hotel room, do you? There's no bloody cooking stuff in the hotel room, is there? So there you go. I don't think we'll be able to get back because it cost us quite a lot in total. We must have spent about £1,000. Probably must have spent about £1,000 or something on the whole day. That was getting there. Then also, so that was getting there. Then also paying for food and drinks and obviously the match tickets and everything. It was quite expensive. You eat out every night there. How many days were you there? Well, we were out. We were there from Monday night to Friday afternoon. So there you go. The plane was alright, but my ears were constantly popping when we came back down. It was annoying me. Should have went to the house. Wouldn't have been able to afford that, pal. But no, it was. We went through a travel agent as we normally would do. Went through a travel agent, Hayes Travel, as we normally would do anyway. So there you go. But Leonardo Hotel's a 4-star hotel. It's all right, but you're not gonna have a hotel that's gonna have bloody kitchens inside the hotel rooms. You know, went to restaurants every night. Not every night. Not every night. Because one or two nights. Well, obviously the night of the buying game, we didn't go out on a night. So there you go. Why go 4-star when you could go 1, 2, 3-star? They were just the hotels that. They're just the hotels that came up on the thing. So we went to the travel agent and then. So another yellow card. So we went. We went through Hayes Travel and they were looking at like the sort of like the best prices. The travel, right? If we'd have actually done it on our own, it would have cost a lot more. We went through Hayes Travel, and they also had a £100 discount on it. They added on at the end, which is good. It cost us £750 for me and my dad for the planes, for the travel and the accommodation in total. If we'd have done it separately, it would have cost us a lot more. So there you go, but this is what it is. Anyway, mate, I'm not really that bothered because at the end of the day, it was fine. It's fine. It's a nice hotel. I wasn't really that worried. I was just happy to be there, to be honest with you, so I'm not really worried. Why don't you go in a hostel? No, because I don't like hostels. I bloody hate the hostels. We've stayed in a hostel before in bloody Wales, and you have to share toilets and everything, and I hate sharing toilets. I won't bloody. Me and my family won't share toilets. Obviously, we're at a family's house and fam, but I don't care really. It wouldn't have cost. It would have still have cost quite a lot anyway. We weren't really that worried. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. Realistically, we'll never be able to do it again because it's going to cost us too much to do it again. So it'll cost us too much. It's cost us quite a lot to do it this year, so I don't think we're going to be able to do it again because we just won't be able to afford it. Because also, this was only a one-off because we've got to. Because we've also got our main family holiday, which is always about 800, 900 quid in total. We've got the main family holiday, which costs quite a bit in July as well. So there you go. Yeah, well, I wouldn't dare. Hostels are crap, mate. Hostels are crap.
Lovely switch right on the money for Hudson-Odoi, but Myers did brilliantly well to take it off him.
Our family always save up and all that just for the big holiday. For our main holiday in July when we go to whichever camp my sister's working at, because that doesn't cost I say it doesn't cost much. That still costs quite a bit. So we have our main all day, but this time I've been saying I wanted to go to Munich, and we managed to just about have the money available. So
He will be aware, Enrico Maaßen. And up to around 60% of Bayer Leverkusen's goals, by the way, have been scored in the second half of matches.
besides, you see, I don't like hostels. They're awful. Anyways, who's bothered? I'm not in Munich now. I'm back home, and I enjoyed it in Munich. So that's all I care about. I was in Munich, enjoyed my time. That's all I'm really that worried about. Oh, it's been a double sub that I've missed.
Fascinating final 10 minutes.
Was there subs? Oh, there was.
Exactly.
Sorry, I've missed subs here. Double sub for Bayer Leverkusen. Number 5, Michael Bakker, and number 8, Robert Andrich were replaced. No. They were replaced by number 4, Jonathan Tah, and number 17, Callum Hudson-Odoi. What hotel did you go off half a pint? On the U-Bahn station, it was about 20 minutes to Frontman, which is where the Allianz was. I don't know what the hell it is. I don't know what you're on about. Einen nächsten Spielminuten. Spielwechsel beim FC Augsburg für die Nummer 7, Dion Bellio. Spielt jetzt die Nummer 17, Noah Salomon Bazzi. Substitution for FC Augsburg, replacing number 7, Bellio, is number 17, Salomon Bazzi. Stadium was good. Stadium 2 was good. Yeah, it's a cracking stadium. Sorry, yeah, just for the guy in the chat that's asking about the game tomorrow. Yes, I am at the game tomorrow. Apologies for not answering the message before. How much did you blow in the club shop? About €10. I got this. I got this actually from the buying club shop, which was about $9.99. It's actually a beer stein, but I don't drink beer. But I was like, you know what, it looks alright, so I was like, I'll have it. It'll come in handy for me iron brew. Yeah, some of the prices in the buying shop are ridiculous. They had buying joggers that were about €50. So, about as expensive as Barcelona. There you go. Hi Dazzer, it's me from the vid. It is me from the vid. It is me from the vid. What are you on about exactly? That could mean anyway. How did you go for Iron Boo? Well, there wasn't any.
From the front.
Any FC buying suites, chocolates. With the price of the buying suites, I don't think so. About €4. About €4 or €5 for a packet of sweets. I wasn't gonna do that. Oh, it's Logan. Ah, right. Yeah, we've had Lucas here. Oh, right, it's Logan Lucas Archie. Right, so it's Logan. Right. No. I didn't know that was your name. Should have took a case with you. Should have took a case with you. Well, I had a suitcase, but it was in the I had a suitcase. It was in the bloody.
They sit in the middle of the park, try to read the game, and as soon as the danger.
Oh, you mean a case of Iron Boo or whatever? No.
Close the gap. It's really good defensively, especially Engels, who's been signed, as you said, from a B team in Belgium.
Hello, a mistake. Augsburg could be in. It's Barisha already got the goal. Should have been more specific. I was going to say, I didn't know what you're on about. And I didn't realise that was your name. Have you changed your name on here? Still can't understand why you blow a lot of money on planes where you could have got a coach there or boat or drive. One, it was me, for starters, it was me and my dad going. My dad will not drive long distances. Two, it would have actually have cost more in petrol to do that than it would have done going on the plane. Going on the plane was just a lot easier for us. A lot easier for us and a lot quicker. Would have took us ages to have got to Munich. And I wouldn't be able to take over from the driving because I can't drive. Well, I'm not legally allowed to drive on motorways. I don't think a boat would have gone down with the famous daddy. No, we went on a cruise in October and that was quite wacky on occasions because of the bare biscuits of no. Would have took us ages. We got to Munich in less than 2 hours on the plane from Manchester. So it was a lot easier. Anyway, it doesn't matter how we'd have gone, we'd have still got to Munich. Anyway, it doesn't really make a difference. Driving the boat yourself, no one with you. You need a boat license. We don't have a boat for starters. Like, you think I have everything, don't you? No, I don't. Would never happen. At the end of the day, went on the plane, went to Munich, was a pretty expensive holiday, was a good holiday, but it's a holiday that we probably won't be able to do again because it's so expensive. We probably won't be able to afford it again. But at least I can say that I've finally been to a buying game. So people can't say that I've never been to a buying game because I have now. Been to a buying game, been to Borough games. I've been to United. Well, I've been to United games. One that was against Milan in a pre-season tournament, I think. And the other ones were actually at the Riverside and at Old Trafford. Unfortunately for United fans, in the Borough end because, well, it wasn't the Borough end, but in a way, I have seen United play. I have watched United. And actually, I did go and see an actual United game that didn't involve Borough because I watched them play AC Milan in that pre-season game. Trying to get tickets for a game at Old Trafford or even an away game for United, impossible to get because they go incredibly quickly. You cannot get them. You cannot get them. No, we wouldn't have. Oh, that. I was trying to say damn. No. No, Scotty, because no foul for that. That is a foul. No, because me and Dad can't cope with long journeys on the coach. I won't even do away journeys on the. I won't even do bloody away games on the coach. Then again, I never really do away games anyway. But we had to put up with I had to put up with 6 hours on the coach down to Southampton. I hate coach journeys because I just don't like coach journeys at all. I'm not a fan of coach journeys whatsoever. 89. Spielminuten, Spielverschobahn Bayern 04 Leverkusen. Für die Nummer 3 Piero Hincapié spielt ich die Nummer 38 Karim Bellarabi. Start from Middlesbrough, stop at France, and you arrive in Munich. You arrive at Deutsch. No, because that would take us probably 2 days nearly to get there, because we'd end up having to stay in a hotel. It would work a lot better. See, I hate coach journeys because there's never any windows. I can't cope with them. I can't cope with no windows. I managed to cope with 2 hours on the plane. I mean, if it was only 2 or 3 hours on the coach, I'd be fine. But 6 hours, 7 hours on the coach now. Substitution for Bayer Leverkusen, replacing number 3 Piero Hincapié is number 38 Karim Bellarabi.
Here's another
Doppelwechsel beim FC Augsburg. No chance. Doppelwechsel beim FC Augsburg für die Nummer 10 Arne Meyer und die Nummer 3 Mads Pedersen. Ist Nummer 20 Daniel Caligiuri und die Nummer 42 Aaron Zentner. Comments is, I'm reading your comments, but you're just talking about coaches. I don't like coach journeys. We don't like coach journeys. I can't really cope with them. Certainly if it's hot on the coach and there's naff all in the way of air conditioning, like, you know, I can't cope with it. So you're wasting your time talking about coaches because I don't do coach journeys. Next bit site, 5 Minuten. 5 Minuten. How would you get on if you had a coach from Middlesbrough to London non-stop and someone farted halfway? Well, that would probably be me who did that, to be honest. No windows either aircon. I wouldn't cope. I can't cope anyway on coaches. So why are you asking me about coaches? I can't cope on coach journeys. Especially when there's no windows and no aircon. I can't cope with them anyway. I don't like coach journeys. I didn't even like getting the coach to Southampton for the bloody cruise a couple of months ago. But didn't really have a choice. You know, I don't... Bloody hell. Just stop asking me about coaches, for Christ's sake. So what happens? You go freaking on and on and on and on. As bad as my girlfriend. She's as bad as my girlfriend. Because she just goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. That's nice. That's up to them. They're dickheads. I'm not. You know. God. Double substitution made by FC Augsburg. Replacing number 10 Arne Meyer and number 3 Mads Pedersen is number 42 Aaron Zentner and number 20 Daniel Caligiuri. Also 5 minutes of added time to get ready for official. We played 2. And that's all brought to you by Double Johnson. Why would you get a coach from Middlesbrough to Cruise? Because it was free. Because the coach was free with the cruise price. Because we paid for the cruise and the coach and the cruise company provided coaches. We had to drive off an hour to the actual place to pick up the pick up the actual coach. Should have got a train to Germany. Would never been able to afford that. Would have cost more with the train prices these days. Would have cost us more than it would have done to fly. So anyhow, enough of that, because at the end of the day, I've been to Germany. I went on the plane. Tough. At the end of the day. God. Cost me and Dad 120 quid to get to Crewe on the train. And that's like just past... That's just like not far from Birmingham New Street. That's like about 3 stops from Birmingham New Street. And that cost me and Dad 120 quid on the train. So, you know, it would cost us quite a lot. You clearly don't know what the train prices are like down these days. Frimpong says, see ya. Plays it. Dear me. No, 60 each. Which for us is still expensive. Still expensive bloody train journeys. We would never get a train aboard. We would never go aboard on the train. I mean, a lot of my money really was used. A lot of my money was used mostly on. Well, a lot of it was used on food. To be honest, food and drink. That's a poor cross. That Should be that. It's a big win for Augsburg, this. Aye.
For Augsburg, and you can see with the reaction of their coach.
Now, with me going into shops and stuff, getting drinks and stuff.
Haha.
Bye.
A game with very few
Yeah.
moments to get excited about, but for Megan Berisha, a third goal in as many games.
Endstand in die WWK Arena. FC Augsburg gegen Bayer Leverkusen 1-0. Well, I'm score at the WWK Arena. FC Augsburg 1, Bayer Leverkusen 0. Ah, good. Good. Good, good, good. Happy days. That's a win for Augsburg then. I had a feeling Augsburg would do okay in this game, but second half, Leverkusen were really poor. Augsburg played really well in that second half. Augsburg get the win. So there you go. But given the second half, they probably deserved it. Leverkusen were making mistakes every 5 seconds. They were pretty poor. And being brutally honest, Leverkusen got what they deserved, which was naff. So Augsburg will be going slightly up the table, going up the 13th. And there you go. Love how your banner doesn't include a star for England. Oh, that banner was made years ago. Someone made that for me years ago. It's not even up to date, to be honest. Someone made it for me ages ago. I mean, it must have been goodness knows how many years ago then, because it's got just Stewie Downing, Buddy Levy, Buddy Marcus Rashford, like the 2018 kit. Like, that's an old one, that is. A very old one. I mean, to be honest with you, a lot of the it's difficult to find buying badges on Google Images that have actually got the 5 stars on them, or 4 stars. It's very difficult. England does have a star, but it depends. There's different photos on Google Images of different ones, so there you go. Anyhow, there you go. Yeah. This it is. Let's have a look at the stats finally before I disappear. Augsburg win by 1-0. Second half, 9 shots to 4 in Augsburg's favour. First half was 8 shots to 1 in Leverkusen's favour. So Augsburg had the better second half. They were pretty good as well. Leverkusen struggled to deal with them. They were making errors and they were causing problems with themselves. So really, they got what they deserved actually. Augsburg go up to 13th. Leverkusen remain 9th. I'll be back on Sunday with FC Bayern. So they take on Wolfsburg away from home. Thanks everyone for tuning in. See you all again on Sunday. Bye.
See you, son.